Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Thompson, and Mrs. Holsty is videotaping our story for today. And our story is a short story, but it's a story about sharing, how people long ago shared with each other. Just like I've got some things on the table, like things you can share. You could share a book with some friends, or could share some toys together, or you could share food, just like they did years ago. So let's read our story. It's called The Early Believers, and it's found in your Spark Bible on page 504. Some of the early believers were great at sharing. They shared their food and their clothes. They shared their money and their homes. They were so generous. No one was poor or needy because others gave without holding anything back. Together they saw many miracles and wonders. They met in the temple and they met in their homes. They talked about Jesus and they thanked God for blessing them, just like we thank God for blessing us. Then something amazing happened. When other people saw how happy these first believers were, sharing all that they had and talking about Jesus, they believed too. They became Christians, and they shared their food and their clothes, their money and their homes. They became one big Christian family, and their church family grew and grew and grew. And you and I and Mrs. Holsty are members of the St. Paul Church family, aren't we? And we're members of our Sunday school family. So I want you to think about something. Try sharing your happiness with other people. Think of 3 things that are happy that you could share with friends or family members. Well, so you think about that. What could you share with others? Maybe you could share toys with someone who doesn't have any, like taking them to the Benevolent Society. Or we have a family meal that we share at our church every month to people who don't have any food. You could share some of your clothing. If you've outgrown it, there are places to give clothing and shoes and toys so other people can have some. So in your bag today is our page that tells you all about what's in your bag. There's just a few things in the bag. Of course, there's our snack, and maybe you could share your snack with somebody. And this we're going to talk about getting together. And that means in person. So Mrs. Holstein and I are thinking about getting together with all of you during church service on May 16th. It's right here. You can read about that. And if you think you can come, we'd wear masks. We'll come and meet during the church time, and we'll talk about some summer activities that we're going to plan to do. If you can't make it, we'll make sure that we deliver it to your house. So you look for that. So here's the coloring pages. There's a few pages here. This is Happiness is Contagious. So you're going to add some happy faces to this page. And of course, here's your coloring page. And for you older kids, you could maybe even draw some things that make you happy or some things that you can share with others. So shall we say a prayer together? Can you fold your hands? Dear God, thank you for our friends. Thank you for people who share with us. Please help us to share too. Amen. So remember to share what you have, to be kind to others, and we'll see you hopefully May 16th. Okay? Bye.
Bye.